Hello, everyone, and welcome. Now, I cannot believe that today is the last day. We're opening our day 24 of our Crafty Advent Calendar, and this will finish up our series. I've had so much fun with these. Now, we have got, it looks like a good luck horseshoe with a four-leaf clover and a stem for our item today. So we're just going to get to working with that. I'm going to get everything pulled out of here and take a look at it, and then we will get to creating. Anyway, I just want to thank each and every one of you for making this Advent Calendar video series a success. I have had so many views and so many new subscribers, and I just want to say that I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you'll stay along for some more content. I do work with a lot of Spellbinders products, so if you're a fan of Spellbinders, you're going to get plenty of that on my channel. So I'm going to go off camera here. I have die cut out everything. I have used two different colors of Spellbinders cardstock. I've got Fern, which is the dark green, and Peridot, which is the lighter green. And those are going to be the colors that we're using for our horseshoe. Now, you can lay the two-piece horseshoe down and die cut out like I did the dark green piece. And then if you remove the section that has the words in it, you can die cut out the back sheet, which is what I've got in the Peridot, which is the lighter green. So we are just going to get this all glued up and get it laid down on there. Now, I did use the heavier cardstock, and I, ran it through my machine. I did use kind of the corner of the horseshoe to kind of pop out the little tiny thin paper letters that were on there, and they came out real nice so that I've got a good, clean, good luck, and it shows very nicely on there. I've got a little piece on my G here that I'm just going to pick off with my tweezers, and then we're going to get it lined up and laid down on here. This comes together very quickly. This is a very short video because I'm just doing my card, and I did not do the envelope on here. I haven't even done that yet, but we're going to go ahead and just get our card put together and just do this very quickly. And I want to tell you guys, I have a storage, one of those storage stacks from Spellbinders that I keep my scraps in. And with this series, I have really used a lot of those scrap pieces, and I am down to very little, and I'm really happy about that. I tried through the whole series to shop that little stash of scraps. Because these dies are little, you should be using your scraps for these and not using your big pieces of paper and creating more scraps. And so I was really pleased when I pulled that container out and realized how much I have dwindled down that stash of paper scraps. Very, very pleased with that. So I just encourage you, I know we're at the end, but as you're working with it, just look at those scraps and use those scraps. I kind of let them dictate a lot of my color schemes. So you saw some reoccurring colors and stuff, and it really was kind of based upon the scraps that I had in my container. And I'm just real pleased that I have blown through those. So very nice. Anyway, so I did choose to go ahead and do the two-tone on this four-leaf clover. And we'll have a lighter one and then a darker, just two-tone four-leaf clover. And so these are our elements. I'm not going to add anything to it. We're going to bring in a card base and some panels. I've got some scrap panels here. The one that I die cut the horseshoe out in Peridot, and then I had another one of the green panels that I had previously die cut out an oval, and I'm going to use it, and we're just going to get these laid down on here, and just in true fashion of using my scraps. Now, as I was looking at this, it's got kind of a rough edge on it. You can kind of see it on the camera there. And so I'm just going to take those Tim Holtz scissors, which I love, and just kind of snip those little, paper fringes off of there, that just a frayed edge, and shake them off my card base. I gave them a quick blow. I put my finger down there on my four-leaf clover so it wouldn't blow across the desk. I've done that before where I've gone to blow some, just some fragments off and blew my die-cut pieces clear across the room. But anyway, so we're going to get this panel laid down here, and then we'll be ready to bring in a base panel for our focal point. And I'm just going to make sure I get some glue on that middle part there that's kind of hanging down. We'll just give it a good press and this is going to work just fine. I like to gut the panels just because I can make that cardstock go further, and so I like it when I can use a panel that I have die cut something else out of and just make it worthwhile. Now I've brought in this faceted embossing folder. It's just a regular embossing, not 3D. And I just thought it would be kind of fun to go along with the kind of the St. Patrick's Day good luck 4-leaf clover theme. And I just thought that would kind of match with it. So I just brought it in, I embossed it, and I've cut it down. The peridot, which is the light green, is 3 3/4 by 5. And this one is 3 1/4 by 4.5 is what the white one is. And I just embossed it. And we're just going to lay that horseshoe down there. And then we'll just add our little 4-leaf clover to it. And that'll be pretty much it. Now you could die cut out a whole bunch of the 4-leaf clovers and just create a background panel. Just kind of smatter them all over the place and then put your horseshoe with your good luck message kind of on top of them. And that would be another fun way to do it. And you could also die cut those out of different colors and just use them as a different kind of flower or whatever. So lots of different ways you could work with it. So I'm going to bring in some foam squares, and I'm just going to lay some down on each of these petals of this clover, and then we'll position it just kind of on the side here. The way I positioned my stem, you can just barely see it kind of tucking out at the end, but that doesn't really matter to me. I think it's going to be fine. So we're just going to get this assembled, and it's going to come together very quickly. So anyway, I hope that everyone has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I hope to be continuing to be publishing content daily for you to review. So I look forward to continued comments and communication with you, and just welcome you to just continue to follow along. So I wanted to bring in, this is the Good Vibes, and just show you, this is something that could coordinate very nicely with it. I'm not going to use it, but I just wanted to throw that out there as something else you could work with. So this will finish up my card. Again, I want to just express my gratitude for all of the views, all of the comments, all of the likes through this series. So I appreciate you watching, and have a great holiday. Take care. Bye-bye.